Hey guys, Izzy from Endless RVing. So in today's video, we're going to talk about a question that we see all the time. We've been asked this question and we've seen it on forums. We're going to show you how we are able to quickly and effectively level our coach in 7 simple steps. So you can see behind us, our motorhome Nelly is leveled. We keep her level when we park. This video is not only for motorhome owners, it is for any RV owners, whether it's a trailer or a fifth wheel, or if you have a motorized. Now, some of the things we're gonna talk about here are specific to us, but the majority of the video is gonna be universal. Now, if you're new to RVing or your experience, you may not know the answer to what we're about to tell you. Why does somebody want to level their RV when they get somewhere? Well, there's a variety of different reasons. We're going to give you 3 important reasons. Number 1 is going to be the structural integrity of that RV. A lot of RVs now, they are built to flex, which they have to because they're going down the road. But part of that structural integrity, the way they're built, is if they work best when they're level. So I know for us, if we're not level, we immediately know our screen door gets stuck. The doors inside the RV will swing a certain way, which brings us to number 2. When you're inside your RV, you don't want to be doing like the fun house, when you're kind of going this way. And we've been to certain campground sites, and we'll link a video to one we did above that we'll never go back to, that we were off by like over 2 feet. And we had to level, but prior to leveling, I mean, it was like we were walking like we had too many drinks, right? The third reason is gonna be these RVs now are becoming more and more complicated. In order for the systems to work properly in many of these RVs, the coach needs to be leveled. All right, so number 1, the first thing we do when we pull up to a campsite or any place where we're gonna park, I turn on the Levelmate Pro. Now, we did a video on Levelmate Pro, we will link it above, but a quick synopsis, Levelmate Pro is just it's kind of like a sensor that you set up one time on your motorhome, and then once you turn it on through an app, it will tell you how off your motorhome is, and it makes it very easy to level out your motorhome. So what we do is when we pull up to a site, I turn the Levelmate Pro on, get on the app, and then what I do is I try to park the motorhome as level as possible, in the most level space possible. So I'm already giving us an advantage so we don't have to level as much using the other methods we're going to talk about. So number 2 is going to try to park that RV in an area that is as level as possible. Now, we've been to different campgrounds that just moving up 10 or 15 feet makes a big difference. So the third thing, number 3, is you're gonna wanna, this is for motorized, I should say, you're gonna wanna dump the air if you're on a coach that has air ride, or if you have something like liquid spring like we have, you're gonna wanna lower it all the way down. Now, the reason why you wanna do this is you wanna bring the body down as low as possible. That way you have the most, range for you to level. If you're enjoying the video so far, we invite you to subscribe below, hit the notification bell so when we release a new video, you will be notified. Number 4, and this is something we do, this will apply to all RVs, is that we try to level with some kind of block or pads underneath our tires. Now, we have used those Lynx plastic blocks that you can stack up. We use those. We found something that's even better. They're called Haas pads. They are like a heavy duty rubber pad. We actually carry 6 of them. And for the most part, unless we're really, really off, we can kind of level the coach very close to within like an inch with the Haas pad. So I know with the Levelmate Pro, it tells me you're 2 inches off on the front, or you're 1 inch off on the driver's side, whatever it may be, passenger side. If I'm driving, I'll tell MJ, okay, put 2 pads on this side, 1 pad on this side, 1 in the rear, whatever. If she's driving, she can tell me the same thing. We put them under the tires, we drive up on the tires, and then the Levelmate Pro tells us exactly how off we are, how much we have to adjust or don't adjust. So number 5, after we have dropped the coach, after we have put pads, blocks, whatever you want to put under the tires to try to get it level, the next thing we do for us, we use the liquid spring system and we adjust from there. So if we need to raise the front an inch or 2, we do it with the liquid spring. Same thing with the rear, or if we have to drop, whatever it may be, we try to fine adjust it with that liquid spray. Now this will apply also if you have air leveling on your diesel pushers. Some of them have air leveling. You can level with air also. All right, if you are still not level, maybe you went to that campground that we told you not to go to, you're still not level, we're gonna move on to number 6. And actually, you have to do number 6 anyway. We're gonna explain why. Number 6 is gonna be putting down your leveling jacks. Now, for a motor coach, those would be hydraulic leveling jacks. For some RVs, those are also hydraulic leveling jacks on trailers and RVs. Some are just like those, they really call them stabilizer jacks, like the manual ones, but you can kind of use a couple inches here and there. Why do you have to put these jacks down? If you're level already, you're just putting them down just to get a little pressure on them to stabilize the coach. If you are not completely level and you're a perfectionist like we are, we want to see all green zeros. When we look at that Levelmate Pro, it's got to be all zero green. Then we're going to fine tune very little with those jacks, have them all down, fine tune, and that's going to give us the perfect level coach. And finally, the most important thing, number 7. What do we do once we're finally level? I make sure I'm plugged in so you have an appropriate amount of power and amperage going into your coach. And then we open up the slides and we kick back and relax. So in the comments below, let us know, how do you level your coach? Do you think our method is a good method? Do you think it's stupid? Let us know in the comments below. I will tell you, it seems like a lot of steps, but how long does it take us, babe? Like 2 minutes? Not even. I mean, it's so quick. It's so much better than the auto leveling. We used to do auto level. It was horrible. It would just be all over the place, wheels off the ground. This is the way to go. Let us know in the comments below. And for myself and MJ, we thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you on the road.